Previously on Homesteady. This is my favorite hunting blind, Norm. Look at him walking. He's totally about to fight. He's got his head down. Look at him. He's a nice buck too. Look at these two. They're about to. Look at them. There they go. He's the smaller one. That big boy's like, you get out of here.
Yeah, he just gave up.
Look at him. Good night. Before I get too well dressed and too hot. What are we gonna see today?
Deer.
Sure,
and we're gonna shoot one. And we're gonna bring home dinner.
My daughter's first morning out. We're up overlooking one of the big fields on the property. There was at least one deer in it when we got here. I think we might have spooked it off. It didn't get too spooked. It didn't snort or anything. But didn't like that we were here. So we waited a little while and then we climbed up in the tree. Been here for about an hour now with no sign of any deer. It's a very foggy morning, really pretty. Hopefully we see something moving. We're getting close to breeding season, so the deer should start to be moving. And it's a very cold morning, so we're really hoping to have some more action. We'll see. Not great so far. first morning was pretty uneventful. Oh man, didn't see any deer from the stand, just saw the one coming in. And it was a cold, foggy morning. I do not like this stand location with the way the property's changed. I don't think it's gonna do a whole lot here. So we're gonna be putting up a couple new stands, and that way we don't have to hunt out of this one anymore, and then I'll move this one.
No action.
We see any deer?
No. On our way in, we saw one little doe. And then when we were coming up the hill, Daddy saw one. But from then, it was pretty boring.
Yeah, it's been a really slow sit. This spot I think would be better for an afternoon sit. It's hard to get in here in the morning without spooking deer, so we're gonna put up. Where's he chirping at? Years ago, I was hunting this. This was my first year of hunting. I was hunting this spot, and it was a morning. It wasn't supposed to be cold, but this fog rolled in just like today, and it got really damp and really cold. And I started shivering, so I tucked my arms into my jacket and zipped it up. And I was like a big sausage sitting up in this tree. And all of a sudden, I look down and I see this big buck walking 20 yards below my stand, and I was stuck like I was in a straitjacket. Like, whoa! And by the time I got my arms out and everything out and my bow up, he was much further, and I tried to take a shot and I was all shaken, and I missed him completely. And so I've always made sure from that day forward to dress warm, bring extra warm stuff, and keep my bow in my hands. So I was telling my daughter that story.
It's not in your hands now.
It's not. So this morning felt a lot like that. It was very foggy. Thought we might have a good encounter like that one. I had my bow in my hand all day ready, but I don't know. Just quiet this morning. So I think we're gonna climb down and maybe pick a spot or two to put up some new tree stands. And we'll get back at it at the end of the week. It's gonna be cold again. We'll come back out for that. That's my in-case camera, in case this one isn't working right. Backup.
Hey, Daddy?
Yeah, baby.
Instead of climbing down, can I slide down?
Like a zip line?
Please?
No, it's not safe. It is brutal cold today. It is windy. I'm gearing up. I'm running a little bit late to get into the woods, and the wind is so strong right now, but it's gonna slow down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna grab all my stuff for hanging a stand. I got a set that I'm gonna go and put up on a new spot on the property. I have not hunted this place ever before. I scouted it out last week. It looks real good. It'll work good with this one.
baby buck. What a buck. Oh man. Look at him. You're down. Oh, thank you. What a beautiful animal. Dude! Careful, I might have some buggies on me. And I have blood on me too.
Did you film it?
Sure did.
You got a deer! Is it a buck or dog?
Take a guess.
Buck.
Where's mommy?
Mommy.
What's your guess, mommy? Big buck, mommy! Yeah, baby! Up at the top of Ziggy's Hill.
Well, I'm pretty amazed that that worked, honestly. I did not expect to be tagging a buck this morning. I did tag him. The tag's in here. See, I got my tag. I went out this morning and did what's called a hanging hunt, which basically means you go out the day you're gonna hunt, you hang your stand, you hunt your stand, you do it all there, and it was a ton of work. The funny thing was I was going to get up real early and go, but the baby was fussing and Kay asked me to take the baby and give her a little more time to sleep. So I had the baby for over an hour. I was already supposed to be in the woods working on my stand. So I got out way late because of the baby. I didn't get up into the stand and settled till 9 o'clock and I thought, nah. But it's November. It was 50 degrees yesterday and it dropped to 30. Big bucks will move in a big temperature drop like that. And I was in a spot I had scouted a couple days ago which had a fresh rub line and a fresh scrape opened up that I could see from my stand. I sat longer than I normally sit. I normally don't sit till noon, but because I got such a late start, I sat till noon. And I got to thank my little baby for this buck because if I had been out early, I would have been too cold to stay till noon. This buck came in right before noon. It was like quarter till noon. And I heard a twig snap behind me. I looked, I was almost done hunting. I was just sitting there thinking about climbing down. I looked, twig snapped, took a peek. Oh man, big buck, big buck. Got the camera ready. Our little baby's been having some food allergies, and the pediatrician suggested that Kay go on a very strict diet, so she can only eat a very few things, and one of the things she can eat is venison, and we are running low because now we're going to be increasing our venison intake. So thanks to my little baby, we got more venison for Mama to eat. She'll be able to stay on her strict diet, feed the family with this guy. Beautiful buck. This is my second day of hunting this season. If you want to make your punches count, wait till the rut kicks in, the breeding season, and wait for those temperature drops. Hunt some fresh sign. This is the best, most successful year I've had for hunting. I've spent less than 10 hours in a tree stand. I was out this morning for 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 hours, and I went with my daughter for another 2. Been 6 hours in the tree stand. We got a couple 100 pounds of delicious, free range, better than organic meat here. So I got to get processing him. I'm thrilled. This worked out. I'm so happy about this. Oh man. If this adventure looks like fun but you don't know where to get started, we have a hunting course. It's a video course that will take you through every step of the learning process, from how to practice, what weapon to use, right up to how to butcher your deer. You can click here to learn more about that, or check out any of our other hunting videos in this hunting playlist.